We're back. We are here tonight and we're going to do part 2 together of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I've been dreading this, and yet I've been excited for this, so let's keep going. So, if you all remember... Oh crap, my light is still on. I need to turn that off. 1 second. I have returned. Just a little recap. Our mission right now is to get to the refinery, but there is a huge, gigantic, some kind of organic tissue blocking our way. So we need to find chemicals to make some kind of concoction to dissolve this organic tissue that's blocking our way. I'll stop talking so much because we're missing stuff. And as you know, we don't have a key for the wine cellar yet. So now we've been to both of these places. We're just going to go right back up here. And we have no choice but to go up these ominous looking stairs. So dark and ominous. Yet, this whole game is dark and ominous. This is a good game. Archives. Let's go down here. What do you know? The tinderbox. Obviously not getting in there. Alright. The archives await. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Well, that door is broken. Hello?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Wonderful. That sounds like a good plan, Daniel. Alright. Oh man, that music. Just look guys, look how dark it is here. Do we really want to go? Imagine we didn't have a lantern right now. I'd be needing a couple of diapers. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Ooh. Gotta open those doors, guys. Gotta open the doors. I don't like this door open like that. I did not open you, so I'm closing you. So we came from here. Yes, we should conserve our oil. Good lord. bloody dark in here. Steady. Ew. Erase that sound from my... Sound? Did you guys hear that? It was like some kind of weird monster. Oh man. Stress. Oops. Did not mean to crouch. Alright.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Good lord. Daniel's trapped. Imagine being trapped like that in an ancient structure. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, jeez. Piano's playing, guys. But, I'm not playing it, obviously. Whoa, that was very dark. Back off. Every time I look in one of these things, almost, there's something there. At least we found some more oil. Fill it up a little more. Goodness knows we need it. Holy darkness. It's locked! The door leading to the local history room is locked! Is there another entrance? Well, there darn well better be. Oh. Piano. Were you playing? Did you guys hear the growl? I don't like the growl. Growl. Did you hear it? Okay. Okay. Pause for a second. Take a deep breath. Don't panic. Take a sip of wine or beer or rum. 3 best options. If not, just drink whatever you have. Water, whatever. Breathe. Together, breathe. Come on, breathe. Let it out. Let the stress out. Okay. We gotta do this, guys. We have to commit to the game. Of course there's blood. Why wouldn't there be blood? No. I'm getting shivers from this. Oh, thank God for more. Oh, hey, yo, you're in my way. not going there. This game is making me feel panicky. Floor plans. Ooh, that's a lot of floor plans. Well, it's a big castle. I mean, a lot of floors.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Well, gotta reinforce the building. Lest the shadow break it. Don't like this shadow thing. The piano is playing again. Do I dare? Oh Lord, I keep feeling that there's someone there. Jesus. What was that? Ah. Now we're trapped. Daniel, you're trapped again. We have a lot of tinderboxes, guys. That is pretty awesome. Uh-oh. Oh!
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh, that's my cue. Go, go. It's freaking dark
It was
around.
waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
It is quite beautiful.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Well, the relic was in his hands. This guy's been through a lot so far. So, clearly we're not getting out that way. And neither are we getting out that way. So, I knew I saw something here. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Alright, well, thanks to the awesome mechanics of this game, I'm sure we can break it somehow. Knight, do me a service. Break this wall. Well, that worked.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
something. There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. You know what? Let's use some of these tinder boxes that we have, because I feel like we have so many. Why not? That door's locked. That's the ticking sound. Thought it was opening. Where's the first one? Here's one. Oh, they look the same. Go! Yay! We opened the door. I can't get it. Yeah. Holy. Local folklore. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna read this for you guys because it's long, but I think it's important to understand a little bit more. Alstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists of the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight, and he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt, and like most of those noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Well, there you go. A little bit of folklore history for you. Now let's go into our secret hideout room. What's gonna happen now? I apologize if my voice is a little bit raspy. I'm just getting over a pretty crappy cold. Oh. What? Oh. I clicked on a note that was in the drawer. What? Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm, why is that so hard for me to say? Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot now for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. Ooh, this guy sounds like a nut job. The key to the wine. Shh. No. Growl again. I don't like that. Take another sip, guys. Man, I'm gonna need a refill soon. Hi, Shala! Well, that wasn't open before. That was really locked. How do I get out of here? Where am I supposed to go? I don't remember which way to go. No. Okay. My heart is racing again. I'm not moving. I am not moving. Staying right here. Seem to remember though that when the creepy music stops, they're not around. So, I'm just gonna go with that, with what I remember. Oh god, that growl, that's been in my nightmares, guys. That stupid growl. I can't stand it. In a good way. It's amazing. Oh. Okay, that's okay. Let's go this way. I think this is the exit. So... where do I go? Ugh, vomit! Vomit! The desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless. I couldn't read the rest. What's going on? Good lord! Oh no. Bunch of skunk! Uh-oh. I got hurt. Oh, all is good. Okay. Well, At least we got a key to the wine cellar, guys. That wasn't all for nothing. We accomplished something. And it went pretty well, I would say. So I think this is a good spot to end part 2. Thanks for watching. Bye.